consciousness and existence, and sort of like the idea of like what is the self and like what am I? And we, because of how you're saying before, we have this branch where we started going into science, and science, rather than a verb where we were trying to figure out how things work, it started becoming labeling and breaking things down into smaller and smaller pieces, and then assuming that because we had names for things that we knew how they worked. But all we did was create more and more separation, to where we find ourselves, like you were describing, thinking that we're like this little person who's stuck inside of this world, and it's acting on us. And I think that when talking about astrology, so many people think, oh, it's ridiculous, because they believe they're that small self. And they're like, well, how can something so far away, how can these stars and the moon and the sun have an effect on what's going on in my life? But as our awareness evolves into realizing that we are everything, and we're just everything experiencing this perception, then we realize that all of those things are just us moving. And that's why, like, at least like as above, so below, like all the things that are happening out there are also happening within us.